Welcome back to the Realty Report. I'm your host, Craig Gatto. As you know, with me, I got a special guest, a guy I always wanted on the show, Chattin with Staxx. His reputation speaks for itself. Billy, welcome aboard. Glad to have you. What's
Thank you,
happening?
man. I really appreciate you inviting me on your show. It means a lot.
My pleasure, my pleasure. Let's jump right into it, brother. Where are you originally from? Where are you from?
Bristol, Connecticut. Same place ESPN, Aaron Hernandez.
I know exactly. Yeah, Aaron. Yeah, I know
I went to
Bristol.
the same high
I
school as
used to
Aaron.
drive up that way and head into Boston. I would always Bristol was like the end, almost like the end of Connecticut.
No, it's right in the
It
middle,
seemed.
right by Hartford, Bristol.
Is it more central?
Yeah. Yep.
Let's take it back if you don't mind. So you're from Bristol. How'd you grow up? How'd you grow up? Traditional home, mother, dad,
Yeah, minimum
single.
I think a little lower than mid-level poverty line. Like we would get assistance from the government. It was just me, my mom, my brother, and my sister. And my mom took really good care of us kids. And she was always there for us every time there was a problem. She was our savior,
That's awesome.
I had a stepfather growing up. He was abusive. And I started rebelling at a young age. And I went to the streets. I found comfort in hanging around the wrong people and being involved with a bunch of drama. It was always drama going on, always a situation. It was always parents coming to bail me out. My stepfather would really beat me up pretty bad when I got in trouble. And I started fighting back at a point.
Yeah, you'll hold on to, especially if you're young. When that's going on, um, I get you. You're gonna hold on to that, and it's gonna come out somewhere. It's gonna
Yeah,
come out
and
on
I
others,
used to rebel a lot.
and yeah, you're gonna grow up with a lot of anger and resentment. And
Thank God
we're talking about
let all that go.
talk about without a doubt, it's got to come out somewhere. Unfortunately, um, what age would you say were you when you first had like you remember like your first encounter, like, all right, I'm in trouble. You're starting to notice a pattern, police contact, you're getting in trouble. You understand it now. You know what I mean? You're not a child.
Around 10. 10.
About 10 years old, that young.
Yeah, I got in
Yeah, no,
trouble
I got
for.
you.
I was doing a lot of bad things, man. I would go to school and just cause trouble. I was always like getting into something. So one time I was at the school. There wasn't school going on. I'm by myself. There's a couple kids playing around, and I go up to the dumpster and I throw a match in the dumpster. It starts catching, right? I'm like, holy shit! Right there, I was like, I knew I was in trouble for this. But so I start walking home, and you could see the black trail of smoke, really bad. And there's some kids playing across the street. I knew them from school. And I go across, and I'm like, I did that. You're a kid. You want to impress people. So I'm all
Without a doubt.
bragging about what I did. Fire truck comes. The people that I told, they went and told them that it was me. So I don't know how they found out who I was or where I lived. Them kids must have told them my name. They came, knocked on my door, and they said, we got to take your son down to the station. And I was like, I'm in trouble. Like, I'm in big trouble. This is the first time I'm really having interaction with the police. And, they scolded me. They acted like they were going to put me in jail and all this. And it didn't scare me.
And that's actually what I was going to lead you. See, everybody knows you as Chattin with Staxx, the guy that interviews. You're hearing everybody's story. Today, everybody's getting a chance to hear your journey. It's about you. and I appreciate it so much you sharing that. Because
Yeah,
there's a lot of people that want to know, man. Who are you? Who are you as a kid? And thank you for sharing.
yeah,
So you're at
definitely.
10. You're realizing, you're out there doing mischievous stuff. You got some police contact already. Um, did it escalate on to more serious stuff, or was it just constantly, I don't want to call it bullshit, but because crime is crime and trouble is trouble, and I don't care, one arrest, two arrests, three arrests, 10 arrests. It's heartache. It's heartache for your mom. It's heartache for the people around that we love. We cause heartache.
Yeah,
You agree?
yeah. It started escalating really quickly, man. From 10 on, I started sneaking out of the house. My cousin would sleep over. We'd sneak out of the house and go around town and burglarize houses and do different things. So I had a friend named Steve. Uh, I told my mother I was going to the movies, and I got $25 to go to the movies. And my friend Steve stole a
That's a
handgun.
lot of money.
Back then it was.
A lot of
My
money.
friend Steve stole a handgun from a house where he was babysitting after school. It was a 25 semi-automatic. It was a little chrome pistol, and I wanted it. Right when I seen it, I want that. So I
A new
tell him,
toy.
I'll, I'll give you the money for the movies for the handgun. So I pay him the money and I get the gun. And when you're holding a gun and you're a kid, you feel like I'm the man. Like, you feel like
Invincible.
this power. Yeah. And I'm like 12 years old at this point. This is like stuff 12-year-olds should not be doing. And I would just play around with the gun and load it and cock it all the time. And
It's a
we would
toy.
sneak out of the house and just carry it with us, me and my cousin. And one night we're walking around the town with the gun on us, and the cops drive by, and we're like, "Oh shit!" So we would hide when cars would drive by. We would hide behind other cars and fences and things. So we saw cops, so we were hiding behind this fence. Cop pulls in and he shines the light, and we're behind the fence, like they could see the silhouette of us. So I'm like, dude, those are the cops. I'm like, throw the gun. So he takes the gun and throws it, and it's like a wall. We're standing on a wall. We're holding on to this fence, and it's a wall that leads to a river.
I got
And
you.
we just jump into the river after he throws the gun. We jump into the river, and we like trudge through the river underneath this building, and we get to the other side, and we're hiding in the bushes. And the cops are looking everywhere. The lights are shining, and I'm scared. My heart's beating.
Oh yeah.
And they catch something like a reflection, so they shine it with the light, and they're like, "We're gonna shoot you if you don't get out of here. Get out of there right now. We're gonna shoot you." So me and my cousin are like this, and we walk up. They end up calling our parents, and my stepfather shows up and starts hitting me right in front of the police. And that time was bad. He beat me up pretty bad that time. And I knew I was in big trouble. They said I was grounded for the whole summer, but I still went out. I didn't care. Going to school was like uh fun time for me. You go there, you see all your friends. I didn't do schoolwork. I would just go there and associate with people, do things.
It
And
was more of a hangout.
yeah,
School was more of a hangout than where we were supposed to go and learn.
yeah, I really
I
didn't care
understand.
about school like that.
That takes care
So,
of my next question. I was going to say, did you have any interest at all in school? Any interest?
I mean, geography, I like that class.
Because you're a smart. I know, speaking to you, you're a smart guy. I know that. But sometimes school just doesn't work with everybody. It just
I think
doesn't.
I didn't apply myself like I should have back in the day. I think I would be a lot farther if I applied myself, because looking back now, I see it all. You know, I'm 44 years old. I'm a grown man. My values are instilled now. I really reflected at my life and all the things I've been through to get to where I am now. It's been a crazy journey, but it's been worth it to get sober and to be where I'm at. It's amazing, man, to live this life I live now.
Yeah, well, because now you're a man now, and a lot of the things that you just look upon things differently now. I know at my age, the way I see things now as a grandfather, than in my 30s is night and day. One, maybe he's going to watch it, and hopefully they'll enjoy it. They have comments, leave them. That's great. And that's fine. You don't have to like what we're saying. You can leave. But when it gets talking about your fathers and your mothers and your kids, and trying to find out where people live. I mean, honestly, it's like whatever. I mean, you can do all of that, whatever. But it's just ridiculous. Just do your show. Let everybody do whatever it is they do, and either support it or don't support it. You have a choice. No need to get crazy with it. You know what I mean?
Hey, man, I don't hide, man. I'm right here in Bristol, Connecticut. I stand on everything I say. People got a problem with it, I don't know what to tell you. Just start your own show. People out there that talk about me and do different things, they're irrelevant in my life. They mean nothing. I don't even I don't even feed into it, not even a little bit, because
Yeah,
I don't have
don't.
time
No
for it.
need to.
No, I'm so busy, focused on what I'm doing, moving forward in a positive direction, and all that bickering, gossip, it has no place in my life. None.
You'll find too, as you get older, you'll find that if you already haven't, the more times you surround yourself with people that are more like-minded like you'll be in a better place. You
Definitely.
got to watch out for the ones that are the fire starters.
Yeah.
They act, your buddy, your buddy, your buddy, but they're not. So
Yeah.
keep your circle close.
Exactly, man. I don't need a whole everyone. I don't need to be friends with everybody, you know.
Just be respectful and be a man and get the same treatment in return. I mean, that's how it should be. But let's get back. Let's get back to you. So how was
I got a
your?
good one for you. I I
Go
got a
ahead. Let me
good
hear
little
it going.
story for you. So when I was younger, things started escalating quickly, right? And I started getting into the stealing cars, and I really liked it. I liked the adrenaline rush of stealing cars and driving them because I was young. I liked to drive cars. I didn't have money. It wasn't like that. It was like whatever you can get is what you have. It's You're not getting a car when you're 16 years old. It doesn't work like that around here, you know.
Yeah.
So every time I could steal a car and joyride it and have fun, I would do it. So I would hang out with these certain group of dudes, and we would do this every day. This was like what we would do every day. So one time we're in a stolen car and we're looking for another car. This girl gave us keys for this like souped up turbo car, right? So we're driving through this neighborhood looking for the car. Boom, we find it. I'm like, pull a car over there and wait for me. And one of the other kids that was with us, I'm like, come on, man, let's go get this car. So we have the key. We come walking up. I open the car. I get in. There's a club on the car. You know the club?
I
Back in the day,
remember.
they had the club.
Oh yeah.
So there was a club on the car. She didn't give me a key for the club. So I'm like, how the fuck? So I just grabbed the club and I yank it really hard and it pops off, right? And when that happened, an alarm went off. Now, when the alarm went off, I stick the key in the ignition and I'm go to start turning the car. All of a sudden, I hear on the window, boom, 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 boom. I'm like scared the living shit out of me.
Mm.
I dropped the keys. When he banged on the window, I dropped the keys in the panic.
Oh yeah.
And I look, and it's an angry, big ass dude, right? Huge guy, really angry because I'm stealing his car. So he's banging on the window. So my boy's like, "What are we gonna do? We're trapped in the car. I'm locking the doors." And he's running back and forth, trying to like find a way into the car. Right? He has his own keys. He's trying to unlock the car, and I keep locking the door, and he's running from back and forth. So he's on this side of the car, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'm making a break for it." So he's on that side. I open the door, start running, and I don't know if you've ever been in this type of situation, but when you're like adrenaline's pumping like that, and it's like a slow motion dream, right? I get out of the car, I'm like, whoa, I'm running, and I turn and to look, and he's right in back of me, man. Like I'm telling you, like he goes to grab me, and he like brushes my shirt. And I'm getting away from him, right? But he's right on my ass, like, and I'm running as fast as I can. But I have these big boots on, like these big ski boots. It's around
Yeah, you
December.
ain't going nowhere.
No, man. But my friend's running too, so we like broke off, right? And I don't know if the guy's chasing me or my friend. I can't see him at this point. I'm looking back. I don't see the guy. So I'm running up to the car where my other friends are waiting. They have the back door of the car open, and I just dive right into the car like Superman. I get into the car, and I like turn my body like this. The guy grabs my shoe. He grabs my boot, and I'm kicking with my feet in the back seat. He has my boot, and I tell my friend, "Go, go, go." He thinks I'm saying, "Yo, yo, yo," like, don't go. So my friend finally goes, and my boot comes off in the guy's hand, and he's standing in the middle of the road. I look in the rearview mirror, and the guy's standing in the middle of the road with my boot. And we get away.
That sounds like some Michael Myers type shit. That's crazy.
So
How old would you say when that was? About how old were you then? If you
I
remember?
was about 13,
Young? Teenage?
about 13.
That adrenaline, that fear, that whatever you want to call it, it's crazy.
The wild thing
Emotion.
is, I was out on bond for stealing cars at the time. So
That's
I'm out
wild,
on
Billy.
bond, and I'm doing the same exact thing that I'm like under supervision for. It's like that type of stuff. That's how I would live, man. I didn't have any limitations. It wasn't like, oh, I'll get in trouble for that. I didn't care. I didn't think of the
Yeah,
consequences.
that's the furthest thing from your mind.
Of
You're
course.
not worried about getting in trouble. Furthest thing from your mind.
So the other boot, I just take off the other boot. I throw it in a river on the way home. And that's it. Just keep it moving, man. I just kept going.
Keep it moving. I got you. Let me ask you a question. Um, we talked about some wild stories from young. A lot of it has to do, and I'm not a doctor, but I understand a little bit. A lot of it has to do with the youth and the way you raise and things that go on in the home causes you to the outlashing out in the street. But did you develop any addiction issues? Did you ever have any issues with addiction?
Yeah, man. Alcohol. Started drinking at a really young age, around 10 years
How
old.
old would you say? How old?
Around 10.
I appreciate it because what you're saying now could help somebody that might hear us.
Yeah, I used
talking.
to sit in back of my stepfather's chair, and when he would go to the bathroom, I would sneak around and drink his beer, put it back and hide in back of his chair, wait for him to go to the bathroom again. And
And you were about 10?
about 10 years old, yeah.
What about cigarettes?
Yeah, I was
You
smoking
sneak the cigarettes?
young. Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing,
You
10
know,
years old?
around 10, yeah, stealing them at the store. Back then, you used to be able to go to the store with a note from your mom, and they would sell them to you.
Absolutely.
So we would just write a note and bring it there, and they would
That's how
sell them
they
to
would, yeah, that's
us.
right. That's right. That's how you did it. They wouldn't give it. You bring a little note from your mother or whoever smoked, your grandmother, and the guy would
The
give it.
good old
That's
days.
right. So, so you had, you developed your alcohol. Did that carry through? Did your alcohol issues, did that carry through into your adulthood, or were you able to
Yeah,
quit?
till about 5 years ago, I had issues
Good,
with
good for you. I'm glad you stopped.
drugs
I'm
and
glad, bro.
alcohol. Yeah, it was terrible, man. My
Beautiful.
life was not. I was not living. It was a miserable existence. I contemplating unaliving myself quite a bit. I um I was in the hospital with psychiatric problems over the years, in and out. Like, drugs can really mess you up. And I'm
Yeah,
telling
and a
you, if
lot of
anyone's out
times,
there struggling with drug addiction, you can get through the detox of the drugs, and it's not easy to live a sober life, but it's worth it, 100%. And misery is refundable.
I I'm glad to see that you were able to not go through that, but get it out of your life. Able to wean yourself off, however you did it, and put it in your rearview mirror. I just pray that that continues for you, man, because you look healthy, you
Thank you.
look good, man. You must feel great.
Feel wonderful, man.
You must,
My
you look
life is,
fresh, bro.
I'm absolutely blessed to have the life I have today. I don't
Let's
live
talk.
no
Let's talk about some.
extravagant life. I'm not like a millionaire or
That's right.
nothing, but I am blessed with being able to be
But
sober,
you're
clear
happy.
headed, be there for my family, and that's all life's about, man.
That's right. You're happy. That's the main
Yeah,
thing. You look happy. Yeah, because all that stuff's in your rearview mirror, man. That poison. That's poison.
exactly. And I'm here to
You
help
know.
people. I'm here to
That's the
help.
main objective. That's right. That's why we're talking. That's right. Because if we help one person that's listening, we did our job. You did your job. It's your story. Um,
Definitely.
let's talk about, you got so much. Man, you're everywhere. I know you got a lot planned, man. You don't have to reveal no secrets. Don't reveal nothing. But I know you got some big things coming and some really exciting work coming up. I know you're always busy with a lot of different things. You got some good things coming up with your channels and
Yeah,
your shows.
I've been trying
You
to
don't have to
shift. If
reveal nothing.
people notice, if people watch my show, they notice that I've been working on getting different actors on and things like that. I really want to be. I want to take my talents into acting, and I like to get people's stories and put them together in like a documentary format. I want to work on movies. I've been on a
Yeah,
couple different sets, and I have a chance to be involved with things, and I'm just trying to
you're
get
blessed,
every
man. That's a
avenue I
blessing.
can.
That's great, man. Where could, let me ask a question, because maybe I didn't get it all. Tell everybody where are all the places they could find you, find your work, find your stuff. Where to let them know.
So you can find me on YouTube. It's Chatting with Staxx, and it's Staxx. A lot of people spell the Staxx wrong, but it's Staxx. You could find me on Instagram at Bill Staxx 2021. Um, I'm on so many different platforms where I've been interviewed. I've been interviewed by Ian Bick, um, uh, Joss from 23 and 1. I got 2 interviews on his show. I've been interviewed by Chad Marks, Florida Prison Stories, DOC TV. The list goes on and on. I've been interviewed quite a bit.
Billy, I want to thank you so much again, man. Is there anything else you want to share? Is there anything you want to tell any kid, adult that might be going through whatever they're going through that can help, that you might have went through? Anything you want to share? Anything else you want to share that might help somebody?
Definitely. I want to let people know that don't listen to other people and the criticism from other people or what they're going to think of you. Just do it. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks about you. You got to start within yourself. You got to be okay with yourself, and then you'll be able to be okay for everybody else. You know?
Oh, awesome, man. I appreciate that so much. I want to thank you very much for coming on. I appreciate it so much. You got my number. You got my information. You ever need anything, I'm a phone call away. I'll be watching for all your new work. I'll be looking for the new stuff, man. I wish you nothing but the best, bro.
And make sure you guys hit the like button for the reality report.
That's right. You know what? Please, anybody watching this video, like and subscribe on both sides, me or Billy's page, please. Thank you. Billy, I want to thank you again. Thank you so much. Be well. Looks like a beautiful day. Let's enjoy it. God bless you.
Definitely,
be safe.
Thanks,
Thank you.
Bro.